What's up, folks? It's your bro, Rich here. Today in this video, I'm back with another car explanation video for y'all. Today in this video, I've got a very special video for y'all, and this is something I've been wanting to do for a very incredibly long time. So that technically kind of like plan this out, like for myself, what I want to do. Today in this video, I'll be talking to y'all about one of the most coolest and I would say kind of scariest car. Well, not really scary. What I mean by that is handling wise, because you've probably seen videos of this car always spinning out of control, almost like running over people, over sidewalks, all that kind of stuff. So a lot of you are wondering what car I'm talking about. Well, before I tell you, make sure you guys all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all so you learn when I make brand new uploads. Alright, so with that being said, without any further ado, let's begin. So today in this video, the car I'll be talking to all about is legit one of the best ones, and my most favorite one as well. So, for all you for all you muscle car fans out there, I'll be talking to you all about one of the best ones. Today in this video, I'll be talking to you all about the mighty Shelby Mustang. So this is the best version that I've always wanted to do, because I am a huge Shelby fan, and I also have some Shelby merchandise, which I'll actually show you in the next video. I'm not joking, I actually do have Shelby merchandise, so just thought I'd let you know. And so, it's got a shirt and a jumper, and I just don't wear it that much, just because first off, the jumper is white, and it's got a picture of the Shelby GT350, which is a pretty damn cool car. So the classic one from like the 60s, 70s, all that kind of stuff. So I just thought I'd let you guys know. So sad, but I will show you a little bit when I do the next video. I promise. Okay, so before I get started, make sure you guys all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all so you literally want to make brand new uploads. All right, so without any further ado, let's begin. So the Shelby Mustang. Here we go. So the Shelby Mustangs, the Shelby Mustangs, high performance variant of the Ford Mustang. It's a high performance variant of the Mustang, built by tuning company Shelby American from 1965 to 1967, and by the FMC Ford Motor Company from 1968 to 1970. In 2005, year I was born, almost 20 years ago, Ford revived. So over 20 years ago, Ford revived the Shelby nameplate for a high performance model of the Gen 5 Mustang. So in 2005, Ford revived the Shelby nameplate for a high performance model of the Gen 5 Mustang. Overviews next, so let's do it. So manufacturers by Ford Performance, Ford Performance, Shelby American, and SVT. It was also called the Mustang Shelby, the Shelby Mustang as well, Mustang Shelby again, but without the Ford. Got Mustang GT500, GT350, so just standard Mustang GT500 and Mustang GT350, Shelby so got two Shelbys, GT500 Cobra and the GT350 Cobra. Production was from 65 to 71 for the older versions, and then we got another one. for 2005 and onwards. Assembly was at for for both 1965 to 67 and also 1965 to 67 and 1969 to 71. It was built in Los Angeles, California. So that was in the U.S. And for 65 to 67 and 69 to 71, it was built in Los Angeles or LA in California. For 1968, it was built in the city of Ionia in Ionia County, Michigan. So it was built in the largest city of I- Ionia, Ionia, in Ionia County, Michigan. So Michigan, so Michigan. Says most was in Ionia Township, which was a small portion extending into both Easton, so Easton, EASTON Township and Berlin Township, but is politically anonymous. So politically anonymous of the townships is named after Ionia, a historic region in Greece. So in Greece. Okay, so where's that? Alright, so it was built in Iona, Michigan in the U.S. for 2005 and onwards. Also built at the both at the Flat Rock Assembly Plant in Flat Rock, Wayne County, Michigan, and built at Shelby American in the unincorporated town of Enterprise in the Las Vegas Valley in Clark County, Nevada. So Clark County, Nevada, uh, somewhat not that close or a little bit far from the California border, probably. I don't know. So it was built at Shelby American at Enterprise, Nevada. Designer was John Chun. Body and chassis next. The class was a sports muscle and pony car. The layout was obviously front engine, front motor, rear wheel drive. Its platform is two platforms. So the first one is the Ford D2C for both the Gen 2 and Gen 5 Mustang, and the S550 platform, for both the Gen 3 and Gen 6 Mustang, and is related to the Gen 1, so Gen 1, 5, and 6 Mustang. So Gen 1, 5, and 6 Mustang. So in 2005, Ford revived the Shelby nameplate for a high-performance model of the Gen 5 Mustang. Okay, so first one is the Gen 1. So Gen 1 Mustang from 1965 to 1970. So 1965 to 1970. Starting off with the first one is the 6566 Shelby GT350, one of the best ones. Here we go. So GT350. So the GT350 made its debuts in the sports roof fastback model of the GT350 um, made its debut in the uh, sports roof fastback model of the Gen 1 Mustang, the very first one, the very first Mustang in 1965. So during the mid 60s it was produced through 1966. These were both the smallest and lightest of the GT350 models. So both the smallest and lightest of the GT350 models. Pretty good. Work started at Shelby American when its Ford powered AC, AC based two seats 4.7 liter 289 AC Cobra V8 sports car production was wrapping up, and the 7 liter 427 and the 7 liter 427 um, V8 V8 variant was starting. Both the AC and the Shelby both the AC and the Shelby Mustang used the Cobra emblem, a similar paint scheme, and the optional Cobra valve covers installed on many GT350s that were part of a marketing tie-in by Shelby, as well as one of his iconic symbols. All 65, 66 cars had the mighty 4.7 liter 289. So the 4.7 liter Windsor 289. So Windsor 289 Hypo, which is short for high power, K code V8 motor making 271 horsepower. So 271 horsepower, modified with a large 4 barrel Holly 725. So Holly 725 um, uh, CFM cubic feet per minute. Cubic feet per minute carburetors to reduce at 6,000 RPM. 300 and so at 6,000 RPM, 306 horsepower, and at 4,200 RPM, 330 330 pound-feet, around 450 newton meters of torque. Not bad at 4,200 RPM. Marketing literature referred to this motor as the Cobra High Riser. So Cobra High Riser, due to its high-rise intake manifold. Starting as a standard Mustang with both a 4-speed manual and a 9-inch live rear axle, the cars were shipped to Shelby American, where they received the high-rise manifolds. So high-rise manifolds, tri-Y headers, and were given larger rear drum brakes from the Ford Galaxy with metallic linings, both that and Kelsey Hayes front brake rotors. The 65 GT350, GT350 was built for the track, not comfort. So either not comfort or easy driving. So it was just built for the track. So built for the track. So it's not comfort or ease of driving. So it's just built for the track. A total of 34 raceback GT350R cars were built specifically for competition use under SCCA Sports Car Club of America rules, and the model was the B production and the model was the B production champion for 3 years. So 3 years straight, pretty good. The 66, a year later, the 66 GT350 was more comfortable for just casual drivers, including rear seats, optional colors, and an optional automatic gearbox. This trend for more options and luxuries continued in the following years, with the cars being progressively larger, heavier, and more comfortable, and the cost, the price of their competitiveness. By 1969, Carroll Shelby, God rest his soul, may rest in peace. Say may rest in peace. By 1969, Carroll Shelby was no longer involved. Was no longer in. So by 1969, the end of the late 60s, Carroll Shelby was no longer involved in the Shelby GT program, and the design was done in-house. So in-house by Ford. with the 69 GT 350s and GT 500s reduced to being largely styling mods to a standard Mustang. Both the 65 and 66 GT 350s were delivered by Ford's San Jose Assembly Plant, or SJAP, for modification by Shelby, originally in Venice Beach. So technically Venice, not in Italy, but in a neighborhood of the city of Los Angeles within the west side region of A.A. County, California. Said both the 65 and 66 GT350s were delivered from Ford's San Jose assembly plant in Northern California outside of San Jose in what is now the town of Milpitas, California. Say Milpitas, California. So Milpitas, Santa Clara County, California, part of both Silicon Valley and the broader San Francisco Bay Area, located on the eastern shore of San Francisco Bay. And both the 65 and 66, 65, so 65, 66, 65, 66 GT350s were delivered from Ford's San Jose assembly plant for modification, so for mods by Shelby, originally in Venice Beach and later at Los Angeles International Airport, often referred to as LAX. Say later at Los Angeles International Airport or LAX. San, San Jose cars carried an R in the Ford VIN number, denoting that facility. So denoting that facility. So denoting that facility. So denoting that facility. The only year that Shelby Mustangs from the 60s came from another plant was 1968, during the late 60s, before the early 1970s, where they came from New Jersey. T in the VIN and were modified by A.O. Smith, said by A.O. Smith, which is known as A.O. Smith Corporation. So it's an American manufacturer of both residential and commercial water heaters and boilers, and the largest manufacturer and marketer of water heaters in North America. So its headquarters is pretty much in the most populous city of Milwaukee. So Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So the only year that Shelby Mustangs from the 60s came from another plant was 1968, where they came from New Jersey. The letter T in the VIN, and were modified by A.O. Smith. Okay, now we got the 65 GT350. Okay, we're gonna do overview next. So, I think I don't know. I'll just do it. Production was from 65 to 66. Wait, I didn't know this version, sorry. So, production was from the years 1965 to 1966. Assembly was in Los Angeles, California. Body and chassis next. Body style, 3 types you can choose from. A two-door is either a fastback, convertible, or a hardtop. Powertrain is next. So for the engine, it was just only one engine for that. It was a 4.7 liter 289 Windsor. So the 4.7 liter Windsor 289 K code V8 motor with a 4-barrel carburetor. Transmission, either a 3-speed automatic or either a 3-speed automatic or a 4-speed manual. Either one of those two, I just picked up 4 speeds better. Dimensions, not much on there, just both the wheelbase and length. For wheelbase 2743 millimeters. Say 2743 millimeters, 108 inches approximately. Dead on it for wheelbase. Length 4613 millimeters, 181.6, almost 182 inches in length. Chronology is next. Successor was the standard 1967 Shelby GT 350 and the 1968 Shelby Cobra GT 350 and the 2015 Ford Shelby GT 350 and the GT 350R. And I got, well, 2006 and 2007 Ford Shelby GT. For this version, for 2006 2007 was the GT 350H. So we got standard, and for the GT 350H category, we got the 2006 to 2007 Ford Shelby GTH. Okay, so next one is GT. So then it's a 1965 GT 350. All 65 all all 65 all 65